Live at the East Hollywood Neighborhood Council meeting. This is the one that covers the blue building. We're here to obviously discuss the permit situation. Hope everyone's doing well. And I know we got someone on the Zoom. Hey, Angel. Hey, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, M. Hey, Werner. Hey, Florence. There you are, Fat Grammy. You're there too, right? You're up in queue. Hey, everyone. Sure, Angel. Thank you for that. I mean, me too. I just it's okay if people are even a little bit trollish as long as they're not too overboard. And then I try to give them just a warning, and then hopefully if they keep it up, then I'm okay with a little bit of trolling. There you go. Hey, SB Squirrel. Hey, Treasure Finder. Not yet. No response from AFD as of yet. But we're going to keep on that one too. Oh, thank you. Not really. But I appreciate it. Sweet. Oh, thank you, MD Media. Thank you for what you're doing here. What you're doing. Especially in Pasadena, keeping them in check. Oh, thank you, Pissa G. Thank you, Judy. Hey, thank you, guys. Hey. Glad everyone's coming in. Just hoping that, I'm hoping that some of the government officials come. That's who I want to talk to. Will you all be making comments? Yes. Yes. Yep. And to all any of the government people that come. Hey, Vincent. But it's never the slows. I mean, I find that weird that they don't show. Good memory. It's got good memory. I go this way. Oh, hi guys. Thank you. This is the East Hollywood Neighborhood Council. This one covers the blue building. And I'm here to discuss the permit situation. It's very stressful. I want to stay on top of. I'm concerned about the de facto street vacation. Very concerned about that. So. I was struggle finding the Zoom. Okay, I could join this. If you look up EHNC, GR, you should be able to hopefully see their agenda. I mean, you could always, the day of, if you want to just email me, or they do it a few days before, you could always email me and I'll be happy to send it to you.
It should be working.
Hi, Gelsons. Aw, thank you. I love you all back.
I know.
Thanks for being here too. This is where, they don't really have say over any of this here at this level, but we're making it known. Yeah, as far as I know, they're not fully visible. And just to let you know, I didn't, because I can't put it, Mona and I, we've been doing the public works meetings on Zoom, but I can't stream it because I'm using my phone. I don't know how to if I can do the Zoom and stream, so I haven't figured that out yet.
Rosie, thank you for signing in.
But we are letting them know as well. We're going to keep on them.
I was
Oh,
getting
thank you, DW. It's very sweet.
New person.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Vicky's here.
Okay, I think they're getting set. Oh, Goosey. Everyone, that's my real life friend.
Hello, Vicky. Can you hear me? Just testing the mic.
Goosey knows this stuff inside and out.
Can you repeat that?
We actually have a mutual friend who used to be on this board.
Yes, we can.
Aaron, why are you not? I can't find you on TikTok. I want to thank you profusely. I don't know if you can't see it, but I'm carrying.
Hello, Doug. I see you.
This is from, thank you, Aaron. The sound thing to help cancel out when they try to use the music on us. Thank you, Aaron. Keeping it with me. I don't know if anyone's coming. Well, Fat Grammy's on, right? Mona, you're on Zoom. I love it, Aaron. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I have my light with me too. Okay, Solomon's on his way. Okay, good. Hope he gets here before he was good at. I'm glad he's giving public comment. I'm going to encourage him to do that. Good. How far away is he? Hopefully. I don't know when public comments will start. Hopefully he'll get here. This is the East Hollywood Neighborhood Council one for the blue building. The blue building area. Oh, he just left blue? Okay. So that's like 2 subway stops. Oh, thank you, Granny. That's very sweet. I appreciate that.
Okay. Yes, we do.
Okay.
I'm going to start the meeting. I'm not going to make it, so.
Okay, we're getting started. Yes, the hotel. Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's meeting. My name is Christopher Martinez, represents you. President of East Hollywood Council. So we'll get this meeting on the way. At 7:02 p.m., I call this meeting to order. The roll call, please. Take it away, Jack.
Hey, guys.
Christopher Martinez.
Present.
Coulter.
Here.
James. Hello. Jeff. Jillian. No, Jillian. Jack. Present. Doug Haynes.
I think he's on the thing right there.
He's here.
Okay.
Hello, top.
Hello,
I know. Jennifer.
Not present.
Stephanie.
Not present.
Mike Sadler. Yeah, Mike Sadler. No. Vicky.
Okay, they wouldn't do that knowledge here.
Rosie. Joshua Kirchner. All right, we have 7 present. There's a quorum.
Okay, and a reminder, if you are a board member, please raise your hand so that I can have you put on the panelists. If you are raising your hand right now, please wait until public comment on an agenda item. That's when I'll let you could go ahead and raise your hand. But if you are a board member, please raise your hand so like that I can see you and add you to the panel right now. Okay, we will be moving on. So also want to make note that throughout the meeting, I will be calling out people when they enter so you could have them on the record chat. Okay, now we go to public comment on non-agenda items. These are comments that are not on the agenda. So if you have a comment about something about an item here on the agenda, do not raise your hand right now because then I will have to shut you down. So if it's a comment on something that's not on this agenda, go ahead. This is the time. yes. So I will be taking people here in the room in person first, and I will go to the Zoom. Okay? All right. Go ahead, Walter. Did you say?
First is AuditLA.
Good evening, everybody. I'm here to talk about permits. We're having issues with the Scientology Blue Building still. They are getting continuous shutdowns and on L. Ron Hubbard. We're not being able to see what the permits really are because they're no longer showing it in full. And it's become an absolute de facto street vacation. It's been months now. It's May, most of May, all of June, all of July, into August, and we don't know how much beyond it's going to go. And it feels like that Scientology is trying to get a street vacation, and they're using the city as their pawns to make it happen. There's hardly anybody going to these events. People are looking, they're not going. It's just a convenient way to get a street closure because they have the money to do it. They also have planters all around the premises. Now, their neighbors, they had to remove their planters because they said it was unfair because they're trying to put the planters to keep the unhoused from being in front of their stores. And as you know, those businesses had to have their planters removed. But nobody is calling out Scientology for doing the same thing. It also prevents me, if I wanted to get dropped off anywhere in the vicinity, anywhere in any of those 4 blocks, I cannot have Access Paratransit pick me up or drop me off because there's not enough room to get on and off. It is an absolute nightmare. The neighbors are getting upset. I've heard neighbors calling out of their apartments screaming about, like, you know, and I've seen and I've talked to neighbors who are upset about this continuous lockdown of their street. It's beyond ridiculous at this point. I know it may be beyond your purview on some level, but it's really not, because at this point, if you're not being notified of these shutdowns or permit closures, then the city by law has to advise you of it, and then you can reach out to your constituents and stakeholders and ask them how they feel about it. Like, the public is having zero say in this. I did go to a public works meeting, and you know, I'm bringing up the concerns there, but I want to continuously come here too until this practice is stopped, because it is not fair to the community. They do not own L. Ron Hubbard. If they want to own it, they have to go through the proper process called street vacation, but that is open to the public, where the public can have it say whether or not they support it. But they are just getting a de facto street vacation at this point, and I am begging you to intervene on some level to make it stop. There's no accountability or transparency at this point with the city. Is that the end of my time, or?
Yeah, may I ask a question? What did Public Works say?
Public comment, you can ask questions. All right.
Thank you.
Walter? Okay. No, Walter, I'm looking at a list here. So.
Yeah, that was just the signing machine.
Yeah,
Oh, the signing sheet. Okay.
that was the only one.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you anyways.
All right.
Yes, actually I already did.
I think the next item, President.
Yes, they did. They listened.
Let me do it again. And let me make who is next in the room? Who else has a public comment on non-agenda items?
They're just not allowed to respond
Okay.
because it's public comment, not conversation, so they're not allowed to respond.
So, your co-host, you think it's- All right, now we will go to people on the Zoom. So again, we will be timed as well, so remember that. You have 2 minutes. So go ahead, Mona, I'll let you talk.
Good job, Mona.
Good evening, how are you tonight?
Pretty good.
Thank you for allowing me to speak. I would like to talk about the improper enforcement of the permits and the street closures on L. Ron Hubbard Way. Just a half an hour ago, there was a private investigator doing an assessment that I have been following because we've been using some legal for him. He was stopped and approached by the security guard and was told he was not welcomed, and that he was on the list. Question mark, question mark. What the heck list was that? So Scientology apparently had a list of people that they didn't even know his name. He wasn't a First Amendment author, and he hasn't been there before. but all of a sudden they're in light to because they happen to be there doing an assessment. The permit is not posted. There is not an alternative path for ADA posted. Again, there's a list that is just arbitrary. There's a 6,000 pound road limit on that road, and there was a food truck, plus all the planters that are there. It just doesn't seem right. It's not being enforced. It's not, the policies and procedures are not being met. Thank you for allowing me the time. I yield back my time.
That was Mona. Thank you, Mona. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
I didn't get to the
All
fire,
right.
but I will.
Olga, I'd like to talk.
Hi, good evening. This is Olga Taylor, Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. Was just wanted to comment, or actually make an announcement, or an invitation actually. We are hosting the 2024 Children's Hospital Los Angeles Community Wellness Festival on Saturday, August 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 1300 Virgil Place in LA. This is the corner of Virgil Place and Fountain. And we wanted to extend an invitation to all of the community in the East Hollywood area. There's going to be interactive family-friendly activities, wellness information and resources, fresh produce and school supplies. Oh, thank you for putting that up there. I appreciate it. Backpack and fresh produce giveaways. We're also going to be bringing out our pet therapy cups and more. So we wanted to invite everyone in the community, put it on your calendar and join us, and also sending an invitation to the neighborhood council. Perhaps you might want to consider posting a flyer on your either social media or your website. I know the newsletter already went out, but if you could be added, it would be very much appreciated. Thank you.
We will. Thank you, Olga.
Thanks.
Okay, Julian, I'm going to allow you to speak.
This is a wonderful opportunity. Thank you, team. Ms. Olga, you had me at my piece. That sounds like an amazing event. I represent, I'm a Los Angeles native. My name is Julian Alexander Makara. I am the founder of the sole partnership named LA Modern Vintage, handmade jewelry and broken swap meets. And I've most recently created a nonprofit called Adjournment Foundation. Having grown up in the community, I went to LACC, went to Trade Tech, went to high school, have volunteered in a communal since I was in elementary school. My first volunteer experience was at a nursing home. Done hundreds of hours completing 911 calls for a fire department, Station 12, and as a community police advisory co-captain. My solicitation now is, I'm 32 years old. The same discrepancies or challenges that I was facing at 13, I still see 13-year-olds facing today. And individuals who are of my age but do not have the resources to uplift themselves. I am soliciting a community partnership agreement in the greater Los Angeles area with the neighborhood councils and the council members, along with education attainment sites like Los Angeles Trade Tech, NECC School District, and other members. Starting from the ground up, I would like the opportunity to speak with representatives of your community to see if this is something you'd be inclined for. I do have an advocate of local youth who are studying political science and will be participating in these functions as part of that community partnership agreement as well. Thank you very much.
This is the right
Julian.
meeting, but he's
Again,
he got
email
out
us
sick tonight.
all that info. You can find it on our website.
Look. 1,000%. I do believe I sent an email a week and a half ago. I will be following up in the same extent. I appreciate your time. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, thank you. we go to Lionel, like to speak.
The yellow shirt is this one. He says absent.
Hi, Isao Weaver, Council Board Member, Lionel Martin, speaking as an individual. Thank you, President Christopher Martinez. I received your email. I'm so sorry for not responding back so late. I've been so busy. Grant Nelson, the former general manager of Gun, many years ago. As you know, I shared an article with Christopher about neighborhood councils and individuals getting their voice heard at city council meetings. We all know that LA City Council does not pay attention to stakeholders, neighborhood council board members, and there's an article in City Watch LA talking about how important it is for our voices to be heard, because that is democracy. And I hope that this neighborhood council will consider a CIS or support a motion that will let LA City Council and the mayor know that neighborhood council voices ought to be heard, and of the community as well. So, I just want to thank Christopher for your work and everyone else on this board for your public service, and I hope you consider a motion in the future on asking City Council to pay more attention to the needs and wants of the community, and to give more time to neighborhood council to speak on motions, more allotted time, I should say. And it's very important that neighborhood council work together, because we all represent the community. We're not individual items. We're all interconnected. We all are part of the city of Los Angeles. Even though, yes, we are a communist to some extent, but we all are interconnected. What happens to one neighborhood may affect the other. So it's important that all neighborhood councils work together. And no neighborhood council should be engaged in individualism. No, we all should be engaged in socialism kind of collaboration.
Okay, thank you, Lionel.
This is somebody. That was somebody I know personally.
And again,
He's a good guy. That's
send me
Lana.
that email. I may have shared it with everyone, just in case I can get a lot of emails.
I might need to get him on board.
If you did send it to me, but just in case, send it to me again. Alright. Any more? I see none. Any more here in the room? No? Okay. So now we will be moving to. So I'll be taking things out of order for a bit, because there's some items that I think some of our committee report members should hear about. So for those of you that are waiting to give your reports, if you could just give us a little bit of your time, I think there's some things here that we would gladly like to hear about. But if you cannot stay and hear that, please keep your hand raised, or actually can you lower them down and then raise them up if you can't stay for some of these. One of them might take a few minutes. Okay? Thank you very much for being patient. So we will go to action items. So we would go to motion approval of both May 20th and June 17, 2024 minutes. Do I have a motion on that?
I move.
And I second. So for the record, Jack, I move on the consent agenda and Walter second. Is there any discrepancies here? Does anyone have any qualms with this agenda, with this consent agenda item? Okay? If you're not hearing anything, let's go to a vote.
Alright, motion to approve the consent agenda. Christopher,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Coulter,
Yes.
Doug,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yes.
Jack, yes, Vicky,
Yes.
Rosie,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay, thank you. All right, reminder again to those that are waiting to do committee reports. If you have just entered, we have a few items that we'd like you to hear first before you give your report. So then, after, so if you can just give us a few minutes of your time, maybe 10 minutes or so. I would gladly help. I would gladly be happy about that. And if you cannot stay for at least a few minutes, then please raise your hand now and I'll get your committee report now. but I think it's actually something that might interest you or you might find interesting. All right, so now we go to discussion and update on bylaws. So on that is just an update, quick and easy. Basically, we still don't have our bylaws, so we're still working on that. It's all undone, so we're waiting on Doug to get it to us. But these notes are here just in case you need to see the new rules and the new how things are working right now. And again, our quorum is 7 now, so yay for us. All right, we go to B, discussion and possible action regarding consideration of a letter pertaining to bike lane installations of Hollywood Bowl. So, we want them to hear some of the answers. James, which one is it? Okay, I'll go with the PDF.
That's regular seconds.
Oh, wrong one.
You got a real long one. You got a real long one.
Yes. So hopefully you had time to read this.
You got a real long one. You got a real short one.
Oh, okay. This is a real long one.
I put an essay in the folder, so that means I get to disregard Robert's rules of order. But you got a short one.
And this is the short one.
That's not actually true, but I'm doing it.
Go ahead, Walter.
My suggestion for this would be for us to pass the shorter version of this at this meeting, and then have the longer version over to the Public Health and Safety and Sustainability Committee that normally handles the transportation issues. That way, for some of the longer form stuff, we really want to get into the weeds. First of all, James, thank you so much for putting that together. It's just really incredible what you did.
I have to arrive,
So I think that's probably the best order of operations on this. If not, we're going to be a long discussion on the longer version. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Sending it to the transportation committee first.
Yeah, that makes sense for the long one. We deliberate over more, we can still just talk right now about whether or not the short one, general support is of interest of supporting on the governing board.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go with the short one. We'll go with the short for now, and then we'll leave the long one for PHSS to deliberate.
That's all I have
Take
to.
a look at it. All right, so I'll read the short one or
Fire
to
department.
James, who wrote
Thankfully.
to read the short one.
You don't have to read it.
Okay.
That's why I'm
That's fire department.
All right then.
supposed to review agenda.
I'm so happy.
True. So, all right. Is there any discussion on this item? Colton, do you have any discussion?
Hi everyone, what's up?
Everybody okay?
Yeah, we're good.
One.
Just call, just keep checking out, make sure.
Call.
Second time you that's on the phone, you're interrupting or anything, but we just gotta make sure it's good.
Are we being swatted? Are we? What was the call for? We're being swatted, guys.
I'll be right with you, hang on. You can continue on the meeting.
Yes.
What is it for? Wow, they're being swatted.
Yes. So I guess for the governing board, if there's any questions on whether or not we are supportive of that or of the Hollywood Park Safety and Mobility Project is
Yeah, swatting.
to reduce pedestrian casualties and the East Iowa Neighborhood Council's ability to
We don't know yet.
communicate with the community about how it is influencing folks' daily lives.
Unfortunately, I have to point this out. I don't think we have more anyone. James, respect that a little bit. Rebecca, yes, so, yeah, I might have to go for a 5-minute recess because of the situation. So if you can all be patient, give us 5 minutes, then we'll be back with you in 5 minutes, okay? But I try to find out. So,
Solomon's
if
here.
there's any objections in the...
We're all getting swatted.
Please let me know.
But they knew it. They knew it was a swat.
So,
But They had to check
Not
on
been
it.
police fire released.
Oh, I guess Scientology's called that. They've been doing it, this harassment. So guys, all right, we got SWAT. They swatting again. Oh, I want to find out. Hold on. I want to find out why we're being swatted. Can I ask, what's the call for? Because I know that, is it because of the anti-Scientology protesting?
I have no idea. You just got a call that somebody was shot.
That somebody was shot? Would be screaming.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this has been going on with all the anti-Scientology protests. Like, it's not, no one's shot. I mean, I know.
Is this like a Scientology thing?
Well, no, this is a neighborhood council meeting, but the Scientology's been harassing the people who are talking, because I'm here to talk about all the permits and the street closures. They will not stop closing the streets, but they see that we're streaming, so they know, and they've been hitting everybody, but it's ridiculous. I hope you guys get to the bottom of it. I mean, we're begging the city to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first time here.
Is it your first swatting? It keeps happening. You'll probably get constant. Like it's just constant with any of the streamers. Yeah, on YouTube. I'm on AuditLA, but I'm here. Like I come to the meetings. I like to discuss AuditLA. AuditLA. Yes, you are. You're live streaming right now. But you're handsome, right? You're a handsome young officer. Yeah. Well, hey, you did great. You know what I mean? You're very polite. You gave me the answers when I asked them, so you get a A+. Yes, you're not but it's just ridiculous that this is continuing. It's a constant harassment. And it's Scientology, probably, or it's they're not happy with having people trying to stop they're shutting down the streets, and they don't want that to continue to happen, so they are continuously harassing everyone, and to this young kid, putting him in cuffs, and saying and all these people, a lot of people, they come guns drawn because it's person with a gun, and I guess you guys kind of knew because you came in very casual. You knew if somebody was shot, they would have been screaming or running, so I guess that's why you came in very calm. But there's times these calls, people, they coming in, with guns drawn because they don't know. But, oh yeah, but AuditLA. Yeah, you'll be on there. It probably takes a little while for the stream to get up. So, but they're a very nice officer. Thank you. And thank you guys for not coming guns drawn. No, because it happens sometimes. You guys, you knew it, didn't you? You knew it was a swatting. You knew. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for not. Scientology doesn't want to hear. They don't want people talking the truth, and it's just too bad. We're not stopping, so we don't get intimidated that easily. Oh no, Goosey. He was very handsome. And right now, what's his name's driving me bonkers. So nope. Well, you know what? I am very appreciative that they did not come guns drawn. We're waiting for the fire call next. Usually they call police first, and then they do a fire call. That's their MO. But can you guys put and let them know, because I know next is going to be a fire call, although we already have the fire department here. Because they normally call the police first, and then they call a fire. It's been other meetings too I've been to. That it's not the first time. But can they put something in and just to say that this is going on? Because it's a shame, because you guys have real crime to fight, But thank you for being your response, very calm response. Thank you. I give them credit. I thank God they didn't come guns drawn. So they had a calm approach. Well, he better be Goosey. No, it was somebody shot. They said it's so ridiculous. No, I called dibs. Excuse me, I'm here in person.
Jack is the kid that has roll call again to see who's here. Oh,
They said somebody was shot.
Christopher.
President.
James.
Hello.
Coulter.
Here.
Doug.
Doug? Yeah, no,
Mike. Jack. Here. Vicky.
Present.
Yeah, I think it's US.
That's present.
Okay, we resume the meeting. So we were talking about passing this short version. So we will go with the short version. Is there any motion? I move. Do you have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Is there any discussion on this item? Does anyone want to say anything on this item? Please go ahead. There's someone in the room.
My name is Mari Tiscarelli. I'm an East Hollywood resident. Do I need to speak into it?
Yeah, there's no, okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mari Tiscarelli, resident of East Hollywood. And I just wanted to express my support for this initiative for you to have more pedestrian safety and bike lanes and less car centric.
Anyone else? Okay, seeing none. You take the vote?
Christopher.
Yes.
James. Coulter.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Jack. Yes. Vicky.
Yes.
Rosie. Motion passes.
Okay, so we have the LAFD here, so they don't have much time, so they would like to introduce themselves. So let them have some time to introduce themselves. I'm going out of order again.
I just wanted to come down here and introduce myself. I'm a brand new design chief, first day. I'm design 5, so I'm responsible for this area. My name is Mark Schroeder. So design chief Mark Schroeder, I'm going to leave my email address and phone number. I'm not on the agenda, so I don't have a topic to talk about this and have any questions or concerns. Forward the email to me, and if you have anything for the next board meeting, then we can have a topic to talk about. So I don't know if you can. So glad to be here and represent the OFG. So proud to serve this neighborhood and all of the other neighborhoods around this.
Okay, there is a question for you?
Yes.
Two questions.
Hi, welcome to the new job. I am calling, I want to talk to you about L. Ron Hubbard Way. Scientology has been getting continuous permits, and on the permit application, it says there has to be a 20-foot dedicated way for them to, for fire trucks to get through, for emergency personnel to get through. I posted a video where I went through, I made it very clear, it's very obviously, you could look at it on AuditLA. I sent it to your, to LAFD. I'll be happy to send it to you directly. You can see they absolutely do not have a 20-foot dedicated pathway. They have cement blockades, like planters, blocking the streets in both sides. And there's no way a fire, maybe an ambulance may be able to go do like a maze, like if you want to play Pac-Man. That's what it felt like me, you know, with me in the chairs, like you're playing Pac-Man. But there's no way you're going to get a rig through there. And if there's ever a gas leak, an earthquake, a fire, there's no way you will be able to get any equipment on the ground there. And we are not understanding, I'm not understanding, why is this allowed to continue? They have shut down that street since May, pretty much, and June and July, going into August, and it is not accessible to LAFD. That concerns me as I am a stakeholder in this community. I don't live here, but I'm a stakeholder here. And that concerns me for everyone's safety. There's a lot of, I don't know if you're familiar with that street, but there are residences there. There's the Scientology building where there's a lot of people that reside in there. And I am begging you to please go and check it out yourself. It's L. Ron Hubbard Way. I don't know if you were familiar where that is. Yes, and I'm begging you to please do an evaluation to see if they are within guidelines of their permit of a 20-foot dedicated path, and if not, please, for the sake of the citizens, please do something about it. It's got to stop.
I'll take a look, and again, first day, and all these things are coming at me, I have everything right here to me right now, so she's in this protein, so I have a lot of other concerns as well as that, so one of my priorities is to drive around and identify parking hazards and every other issue within this Hollywood area, so I will take a look around there, and if it's an issue, I'll bring it up with our fire prevention bureau, and I'll bring it up with them. If it's a street issue, then that needs to be brought up with LAPD and their DOT and parking enforcement, so we can get our allied agencies involved as well.
Yes, and we're going to them, but can I get your card, sir, so I can keep in touch? Okay.
My information is here if you guys want to email me or contact me.
I would love to.
This was about radios, is it?
No, this is about the electric rate. Are they gonna get replaced with another electric?
No, that thing is unfortunately, I don't think the European design, how many calls that thing truly runs, and it runs its wheels off, so, I don't think we'll be seeing that for a while, so, don't know, the stats of it right now, but it's not in use at this time.
Thank you, guys. Hopefully they listen.
What else?
Thank you so much, sir.
You got it, thank you for your time, I appreciate it.
Be in touch.
You got it.
If you could give me,
That was my offer.
thank you very much, thank you for coming in. You can keep it if you want.
Please don't forget us.
Thank you. Actually, maybe we'll look at it right now.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, we will go back to the item, so
That was LAFT.
again, unless you have to leave from your reports, please raise your hand, and I will let you go ahead and speak.
Thank you, guys.
So now we
He's
will
gonna
go
drive
back
by
to
right now.
items. We will go to discussion and presentation.
Yeah, I did talk
and
about
possible
that.
action on Ciclovia and confirming the form for us to have a booth attend August 18th from 9 to 4 p.m.
Yes, Goosey.
So 10 minutes. So do we have the people from Ciclovia here? If you could raise your hand, I see you, I'm going to promote you to panelists.
Yes.
Anyone else from Ciclovia?
I'm gonna get real close to the chief. My new bestie.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Awesome, thank you so much. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you. I would like to thank the board for having me this evening. My name is Gigi, and I'm here with Ciclovia to let you all know about the event that's taking place in Hollywood, East Hollywood, and West Hollywood on Sunday, August 18th. On that day, 6.6 miles of streets will be closed to cars and open to the community to walk, bike, skate, scoot, and play. The event is done in partnership with the City of Los Angeles and the City of West Hollywood, and it is free, family-friendly, and open to the public. So on this day, the streets will be closed to cars from approximately 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the route includes Hollywood Boulevard, specifically from Virgil to Highland, and Highland from Hollywood to Santa Monica, and Santa Monica from Highland to, forgive me, to Virgil. And there will be no parking on the route starting at 1 a.m. In Los Angeles and 4 a.m. in West Hollywood. There will be 11 major intersections where vehicles can still cross the route, and there will be five hubs along the route that are marked green on the Ciclovia map, where we will have programming and services as well. And in terms of outreach, our outreach team does 2 rounds of door-to-door outreach leading up to the event, and that includes outreach to all residences and businesses along the route. And we actually completed our first round of outreach 2 weeks ago, and the next one is taking place 2 weeks from now as well. And our team also flyers all cars and driveways 3 times the week before the event, because of course we just want to make sure that folks are aware that if they are parked along the route, they will be towed. And of course, we do want to remind folks that the driveways will be blocked. And in some special cases, we do have alternative parking for locations that have more physical access. So we also do outreach to all of the churches within 1 to 2 miles of the route. And we also hire a third-party street team that flyers all addresses within 1 to 2 blocks of the route. So we are currently following up with the impacted stakeholders who may be affected by the street closure. And we'll also be hosting our virtual community meeting that's taking place tomorrow evening at 5:30 p.m. And anybody is welcome to attend that meeting. It's open to the public. So we can send, I know we send that information to the board, but we can also share that with anybody else who doesn't have that information. And lastly, our outreach team does also include speakers of different languages, including Spanish speakers. And for this particular event, we did have our outreach collateral printed in English, Spanish, Armenian, Thai, and Russian. So lastly, we encourage all of the businesses along the route to participate and activate the sidewalk in front of their stores. And if anyone would like additional business opportunity information, please let me know in the chat or send me an email at gigi@cclavia.org.
Yeah, it's first on my list.
And we also do have volunteer opportunities for the day of the event, and those can either be done individually or as groups. And our volunteer opportunities start at the age of 14 and onwards. So just like businesses, if anybody is interested in volunteering, please let me know. So if I know we have also sent over the information about the neighborhood council having a booth at the event. So I just want to remind all of you that the deadline for the application is this Friday. So if we can receive that information by this Friday, that would be ideal. And lastly, I truly hope that all of you can join us on that Sunday, August 18th, because it's truly a pleasure to be back in your neighborhood and to also just have these events where we can engage with our communities in different ways. So, like I said, my name is Gigi, and if anybody has any questions, please ask me now, or also send me an email at gigi@cglavia.org. Thank you.
Yes, so we have a question here in person. Is there any questions from Zoom? Okay, go ahead.
Hi, wait, I forgot the microphone. Yes, my question is, where do you post, like, for transparency's sake, every entity that donates money to the event, and also every entity that is that will have a booth? And can you also repeat, please, the date and the location, exact location of the event? Oh, here's it. Never mind. I have the. Yeah, I see the event. So August 18th. But if you could tell me about those two things, about the transparency of who donates, how we find that out, and who will have a booth. Thank you.
So if I may, on their website, they literally have the sponsors.
Okay.
So there they are on the website.
But that's. Can you repeat the website? Is that here? I don't see it here.
No, it's a big event.
Okay. Does it also say who will have a booth? Not just a sponsor, or is that considered a sponsor?
Yes, in terms of the booths, we are still receiving applications for the booths that will be at the event, so those names are not finalized yet. And these are some of our event sponsors, but we also have individual donors that also support us as a nonprofit.
But will you do you have all that listed on your website? Like every donor, everyone that will have a booth?
Simply as a nonprofit, we publish it at 990. You can find the form 990 on places like Guides.
Okay.
That's the case for all nonprofit organizations.
GuideStar. Okay, thank you.
Look for form 990.
990. Okay, thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Rosie?
Hi, Gigi, my name is Rosie. I just have a quick question. If I, say, wanted to go to the booth, is there a payment I have to make to have my booth there?
No, but do you happen to have a business along the route?
No, just something I was thinking.
Okay, I think in that case, I can send you my supervisor's information, because we do usually just have, just fellow nonprofits or businesses that are along the route have an actual booth at the event, but hypothetically, if that were to work out for you to have a booth and you do happen to know somebody along the route within those 6.6 miles that is open to allowing you to set up something, you can absolutely do that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, so I'm showing on the screen right now. This is the form we got. So this is what we got for booth organization, and you have to submit the form by July 19th. So there you go. Okay, any more questions? Okay. In that case, do we confirm that we're going to be there, confirming the form? So we're confirming that we'll be there. Do we have a motion on that?
Motion.
A second? Do we have any discussion?
That's what
on
I'm
this?
looking into. I have a feeling they will be
Okay,
there.
take it away for
I'm gonna
a
keep an
vote.
eye on. Hey, Team Candy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Coulter.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Jack. Yes. Vicky.
Yes.
Rosie.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, and I'm guessing Gigi is still on. We would be at the East Hollywood Hub, right? That's where we would be at?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so where my mouse is, that's where we would be at. That's where we would find us. Very good. Okay, thank you very much.
To the right.
Amazing, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great evening.
You too. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Thanks, bye.
Bye.
Should we,
Yes. Okay, we'll go on to community reports now. So those of you that have community reports, go ahead, it's 2 minutes per report, and Q&A. So I see some hands. I'll allow you to, I'll promote you to panelist Joshua, I'll promote, then you can go. Then I'll promote you to panelist Carlos, and then you can go after Joshua. Thank you for waiting so long.
Thank you, John.
Okay, can you all hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, good evening, everyone. Joshua Marinmora, field rep for Assembly Member Rick Chavez-Burr. Just had a few quick updates from Sacramento. The legislature is in summer recess. They'll gather back together. Really proud that most of our legislative
Thank you, Anne. Thank you so much. Thank you for doing these meetings. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
There's been a lot of discussion this year over the budget. Governor Newsom June, with a lot of difficult decisions being made, but it does close the $47 million deficit and does provide more funding, or does provide funding to localities to help with the homelessness crisis. Not as much as we'd love on affordable housing, but still some affordable housing allocations as well, and then allocations to preserve the public safety net. On this, and I also want to provide that on this November ballot, there's an historic $10 billion climate bond. If it's approved by voters, it'll be the largest voter-approved climate resiliency investment in U.S. history. And the Assembly member was able to work with key environmental and climate advocacy groups to secure up to $475 million in this year's fund to be used to fund offshore wind infrastructure. And the Assembly member also secured major investments within our district for conservation and protection efforts. So $81.5 million to the Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy, $48 million to the Baldwin Hills Conservancy, and $80 million to the LA River Watershed and Revitalization Plan. And then I did also just want to flag as a little bit of a fun fact that Governor Newsom recently signed a law that would require financial literacy requirements in the curriculum to graduate high school in the state of California. But other than that, those are my updates, and happy to take questions.
Okay, so before that, Joshua, can you send this over information to me, please? By email?
Yes, of course.
There's a
Yep,
lot
I'll do that right now.
So like that, I could share it with our website with our constituents.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, and if we have any questions in person, okay, there's one. We have anyone on Zoom? All right, and questions, please keep them to 2 minutes. So go ahead.
Am I up? Okay. Yes, hi, thank you for being here. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot the microphone. Sorry, guys. Were you on when we just got swatted? This is it has been a serious issue since November. There's anti-Scientology protests going on. I am protesting basically their abuse on the communities as far as their endless permits and just different things that go on with that, and their cozy relationship with LAPD, different things. But this is not the first time where I show up at a meeting and there's a swatting. In fact, probably at this point, almost every protester has been, I would think almost everyone has been swatted. There's a young man in this room sitting back there who's been swatted numerous times, unfairly and unjustly. And is this on, we're asking our government agencies to get to the bottom of it. I mean, if you can put a man on the moon, you should certainly be able to figure out who's making these calls and make them stop. And I just want this on your boss's desk to make it stiffer penalties, because right now they're treating swatting as a misdemeanor unless anyone gets hurt. And so people feel they can just do it without any consequences. Whereas I'm asking you to please ask your boss to have laws that if you're caught swatting anybody, it is a serious felony. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I'll make sure to pass the message.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Joshua. Anyone else have questions for Joshua? Okay. Thank you again, and remind please send me the reports. Okay, Carlos, you can go ahead.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening. We can hear you.
Perfect. All right. So, good evening, everyone. I just want to say hi. Hope everyone's doing well. To give you some quick updates, what our legislative team wants you guys all to know is that the Senate Policy Committee deadline passed on July 3rd. The legislature goes into summer recess for the month with members returning to the districts, and the legislative session resumes in August with the final person of the fiscal committee and floor session before adjournment of session. Some upcoming dates and deadlines. The legislature reconvenes on August 5th. Deadline for bills to be reported from appropriations is August 16th. The legislature will adjourn for the 2-year session by midnight on August 31st. And our state budget has been passed. So in 2 terms, just for you all to know, July is Disability Pride Month, commemorating the Americans with Disabilities Act, which was signed into law in July of 1990. And then some quick bill updates from our priority bills. AB 1950, the Child Injury Reparations, passed Senate Local Government Committee. AB 2986, the East LA Task Force, is pending in Senate Local Government Committee. And AB 2355 is pending in the Senate Judiciary Committee. For more information, it's offer letters of support. I can put you in contact with our Sacramento team, and happy belated 4th of July. Also, just so that everyone knows, we will be having a backpack giveaway August I believe it was the 3rd, over there.
It was their assembly person.
So yeah, we hope everyone can be there. It's going to be 2 to 7 p.m. And we're going to be giving out backpacks, which should be food, engagement activities for families. So please come out and I hope to see you all there. And I'm going to give you a written update tomorrow.
Yeah, so again, I wanted to reiterate again, please send us all this info by email, please, so I can disseminate it on our website, stuff like that. So thank you again, Carlos. Any questions in the room? Okay. Any questions on Zoom? Okay, so 2 minutes again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Right. Thank you, Carlos, and thank you for bringing up the different concerns of the ADA community. I am asking, we have a few of us who are trying to we want to get a law passed called the Serge Oblinsky Law. It's kind of detailed. I probably couldn't explain it in 2 minutes, but is there any way we could ever get a meeting with your boss to discuss it? We would like to get it on. I know it's too late for this year's calendar, but we would really like to try to formulate something in the future. It deals with the ADA. It deals with where if they were like in a institutionalized or some kind of ministerial setting and that they are dismissed and they've had 5 years worth of service, that they cannot just be thrown out with any kind of retraining. This was a real person. I would love to be able to introduce you to his story. There's a YouTube video on him, Serge Oblinsky. And he's from Hollywood here. He grew up in Scientology, and he ended up playing with firecrackers and blew off his hands and one of his eyes. And they basically, because he became disabled, Scientology just released him with $500 at 14 years old. And his parents were told that they could not have anything further to do with him. His mother's kind of defied it and did get him disability, but at 14, he did not know how to take care of himself. So he ended up on Hollywood Boulevard, homeless for many years. You probably, anyone who's been here for a long time probably has run into him. He's older now, he's in his 30s, I believe, at this point. And we want to get a Serge Oblinsky law so that no other human being will ever have to suffer what that young man has suffered at the hands of an institution that's done with you.
Okay, thank you very much. So
yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up, and I did send you our scheduling link. It's the procedure we take within our office. All you have to do is fill out a quick form. The form is also accessible on the member's website, where it says, set up a meeting. I believe it's on one of the first tabs on the front page, but I can also email that to you. And then as soon as it gets to, it'll go to our scheduler, and we can move it up, and then hopefully, if it's not with the assembly board directly, maybe someone with our capital team can jump on the meeting with you.
Thank you. How do I get my email to you? It's can I just give it now? It's audit.in.la@gmail.com. Audit.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Sure. It's audit, AUDIT. Wait, let me go. It's audit, AUDIT, period, IN, period, LA@gmail.com. Carlos, I'd really appreciate it. We really want to get some legislation going on this.
Also.
Okay, so you said audit.in.la@gmail.com, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carlos.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. And again, I reiterate, please send the information you got by email.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, is there anyone else on the Zoom or in person that has a community report? No? Then the only report from Dunn is make sure you get your code of conduct in. There has been a renewal. We need to renew your code of conduct. It's short, it's fast, get it done, and you're in. Also, that is the form. If you don't do the
It was actually Mona. Sorry, Mona, if I jumped in and put it out there. But Mona came up with that. Mona's really, truly brilliant.
So,
we have no ones on the other side. Code of conduct without person.
all right. So Jeff is not here, I don't see Jeff here, so I don't see any.
Mona don't kill me. I had to take that.
Or I don't see
He's going to
any
email it. I think we're going to get a meeting. But that old
Also,
law,
thank you again, Carlos and
I wanted to
Joshua.
do a law, but
If you wanna
Mona
stick
came
around,
up with
thank
that
you very
law.
much.
Guys, follow her.
Thank you for your reports.
She's a
Now we
brilliant
go back
woman.
to action items. We go to action item D, discussion and possible action regarding the new recycling center at 4714 Loudon Avenue and supporting a letter to the head of Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety, LADES. Doug, you sent this letter. Let me go to the items. And I'll let you take it away, Doug. Go ahead and explain this.
Yes, Mona's very productive, very smart.
Hello, I think it's pretty self-explanatory and there's been changes. It's just a draft letter.
Everybody needs to follow Mona, please.
Those can be put in. It's just, this recycling center, as everyone knows, because I raised the issue previously, has been in operation since last year with no permits, no application for permits. It's completely illegal. There's also a detailing operation going on at the lot. And we'll remind everyone that there was an actual application previously for a drive-through coffee shop, so permits are required both for the specific plan and also for any use of that lot. But a recycling center has to be connected to a grocery store on the same site, and there are other provisions in the code that are put in there to provide
definitely something on it.
and make sure that communities know
We're working as a team.
And I just don't understand what's going on. As I've noted before, in order to comply with issues in February,
Mona's a mentor to me in different ways with the ADA stuff.
So it would be nice to have someone from LADS come to our neighborhood council on this and quite frankly other issues and say why the city is doing nothing at all. So I think this would be the good first step.
Okay. Do we have any questions or comments?
Thank you, Marina.
I see a few hands on through. Oh, I see one. Oh, Colton, go ahead. Makes it easier for me.
Hey Doug, thank you so much for writing this. Really appreciate you doing that. I know this has been an issue we've been discussing for a while here. I know that for people who don't know, our neighborhood council has spent a lot of time trying to figure out what to do with recycling centers in general. While on one hand, they provide an easy way for unhoused people to get money, and not only unhoused people, but people that are sort of living on the margins that have a home with our community. People in my building will go and get cans in our recycling and take them down to recycling centers. But on the other hand, they tend to attract a lot of community nuisance, and so how we handle these is a big deal, and that's why it's important that we make sure that they're licensed and they're thought through, and we don't have to be in recycling centers. So I would motion to approve this letter, and so we can take it to the Los Angeles Department of Building Safety to ask them to enforce this.
Okay, so you put a motion on the table. Do we have a second? I second it. So
I have one question.
yeah, we'll go to the questions. Do we have questions? Jack, you got it.
So what degree is this? I'm just kind of curious, because I think this strategy could be helpful in other arenas. Like, to what degree is this enforceable, or like the equivalent of a subpoena would be great?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do we know like DBS is going to show up and explain their actions? Like, you know.
Oh, well, I mean, we are a charter neighborhood council, and it's their responsibility to respond to them, and that's why I thought it was important to have the city seal on the letterhead and take a look at it as official as possible. In the past, as an individual, I've raised these issues, and they have been responsible. Lately, the inspector for this item in
If anyone's going against anybody, we don't do that.
This would go directly to the general manager of LADES, and it would bring to his attention this one item. So I would hope that he would find it important enough to follow through. Just sure our influence on these matters. Hopefully that answers that.
Yeah.
Coulter?
Might be able to answer that question. So this is part of the broader strategy that we're taking here to try to rethink how we're handling the Department of Building Safety. It's crazy how many different
stick to business here.
we deal with in our neighborhood get linked back to needing the Department of Building Safety to do something about it. We had the noise complaint in one building that we needed them to do something about, things with enforcing things around homelessness on empty lots where we don't think it's appropriate. The Department of Building and Safety, and then with these new recycling centers, also the Department of Building and Safety. So, what we're able to do if we have an official letter is we're going to be able to take it to the Department of Building and Safety Commission. So they have a commission, and then we normally, if you go there with an official letter from the neighborhood council, and this is what I've been told by members who are on that board, that
Please let's stay on point.
They'll take that seriously and most likely do something about it, assuming that's not completely outrageous.
Let's just stay on point, guys, okay?
Outrageous ask. Doug, my last question for you is just, so you've personally seen this go on at that location, correct?
Yes, I go by there frequently, and it was briefly closed back in March, but then it just opened up again. And as I mentioned, I have tried to approach the inspector who's been assigned to it, and he just doesn't respond to any correspondence. Our efforts to explain what's going on, so it seems like they're just ignoring it because nobody is making any tangible efforts to enforce it. And so part of the letter is kind of the embarrassment factor where the general manager, or as Coulter said, at a certain point, the commission will respond back to the inspector and say, what is this all about, and why aren't you following through on this complaint? Because I've got a letter from the neighborhood council saying nothing's being done.
Guys, let's stay on point, please.
So, hopefully I'll put them a little bit on the spot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Maybe this to get them to come here. I'm all for it, and we'll see what we do afterwards. Okay, so we have a motion in a second. Oh yes, I would like to thank Doug for bringing this to our attention. I think it's something that should be taken care of immediately. All right.
Who was the motion in second?
Oh yes, he was the motion. I was second.
All right. Christopher.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Coulter.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Mike.
Doug, can you read yourself now?
Yes.
Jack. Yes. Vicky.
Yes.
Rosie.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay. Thank you very much, Doug. All right, we go on to budget and finance action items.
Madam Chair, please.
Yes. Okay, you can share.
All right, we'll try to get through this pretty quick. We have a lot of stuff to vote on. We all have to vote on individually. The first item is order. I kind of had to jerry-rig this because I'm still missing a receipt. That will come in. This is all spending for the month of January. That's what it is. Those are the spending. If you want to see the money, show you the money.
He's still awake.
Money in, money out. Actually, you don't really need to see that because our budget is 32 grand. That's the top of the first one.
Thank you guys for moving on.
Yes. I move.
I second. Is there any public comment on the?
I just want everyone to stay on point. I appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Please.
Okay.
Christopher.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Coulter.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Jack. Yes. Vicky.
Ineligible to vote.
Rosie.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Next up is our
Las Vegas.
self-elect about Porch Fest.
Yeah, he's from this meeting.
Done in combo with LFNC. It's a cool thing. You hang out on your porch. Anyways, Brian of Los Feliz Texas note about it. We are incredibly excited about this inaugural Porch Fest event with the first weekend of November, when neighbors will have an opportunity to program unamplified music and performance for friends and visitors over 2 afternoons. AOP's Hollywood NC will sign on as a co-sponsor of Porch Fest LA and help us activate.
It is creepy.
Spaces along our shared border.
That yellow shirt guy owns it.
Scroll through the thing. It's a very cool event. I hope that many more of them happen. They're asking for $500. I think it is more than worth it. I move.
I second.
Is there any public comment on Porch Fest?
Seeing none. Take it away, Jack.
I think so.
Christopher,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Coulter,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Mike,
Sure.
That's exactly what he's dreaming of.
Jack, yes, Vicky, eligible, Rosie. All right, motion passes.
That's not true. He has been swatted.
Next one is the
I just never told about it.
admin packet. That is our budget. Our budget just came in. It is $32,000. I remind all people before you get too excited about arguing over individual line items. Budget
We've been through some things lately. I'll talk about it more later.
We're starting with $32,000. We will
It's
amend
okay,
it next
Goose.
month when our rollover funds come in. But broadly, this is what we have lined up. We're putting a bunch of money into our office junk.
Yeah, we just got swatted tonight. I don't know if you were there for that.
Snacks we're gonna buy.
They swatted us here.
We're spending some money on swag, on our outreach stuff. We do have elections coming up. We've allocated $2,000 towards that, so exchange. We're in for NPG season.
Pizza on my nails.
Produce as a forthcoming budget item. No comments on that at this time. And then our NPG funds, which are so. We're hoping to spend $2,000 on CIP. That wraps up the $32,000. I move. Is there a second?
I will second.
Please call.
I just kind of want to talk more generally about.
He got swatted at his house.
Going into next year.
I'm going to set this to 1 minute for.
They said it was a shooting.
The city did not increase the amount paper council was supposed to get this year. In fact, they cut our budget for elections to the absolute bone. This is nowhere near enough for us to do things in the community that we want to do to make this place a better place for people to live. And the other thing I want to point out is that we were at the budget and finance meeting, we broke this down between our fixed costs, and so those are costs that we pretty much don't see any way around us not doing, and our non-fixed costs. And so we're looking at maybe $16,000 or even $17,000 of our $32,000 budgets in fixed costs. So that means that anything like Porch Fest or anything else we want to do this year is going to come out at under $16,000. So that's what we're looking at this year. Really, it's not really a $32,000 budget. It really comes down to about $16,000 for us to do.
Yeah, they did a shooting call to his home, to the house.
Thank you. Yes, it's true. We don't get enough money, and we should get a lot more. We used to get more, now we get less. Is there any other public comment? Seeing none? Vote please.
All right, Christopher,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Coulter,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Jack, yes, Vicky, eligible, Rosie.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Right, excellent. Thank you so much. And remember to hassle Doug if you see that, to give us more money for those items. Now we have to reapprove Volter's reimbursements. I know we approved this last year, but I never actually sent it to us, so now we have to do it again. You know, Volter, $124 for paying for the box. I move.
I second.
Is there any public comment on giving Volter $124? Seeing none, roll call vote.
This was
Christopher,
Yes.
James,
back in April.
Coulter,
I did ask myself if I had to repeat myself for this. I did not have to repeat myself for this. It's not really cool, so yes.
Doug,
Me too.
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Jack, yes.
That was
Vicky,
Mona's
eligible,
idea.
Rosie.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, the next one is very similar. Mike fronted us some cash to pay for our hosting because the website died during the
Goosey, that's so funny.
period. We owe Mike
Inside joke.
$50.34 for GoDaddy. There might be some more forthcoming. So I would like to give Mike his money back. I move.
I second.
Is there any public comments on giving Mike $50? None. Roll call vote.
50.
Well, up to that. He had more receipts than he could get that.
Alright. Christopher.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Coulter.
Yes.
Doug.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Jack. Yes. Ineligible. Rosie. Motion passes.
I'm really sorry we have to do all this, folks, but this is the only time when you won't hear from us. We need to reapprove the thing for NC manager. It's $1,000. Last time it was a little bit contentious, but I'm really excited for it. It makes keeping minutes and generating apps and all that stuff, all the really tedious NC things that secretaries and treasurers have to doing a bajillion times easier. This passed last time. Some people voted no. I am happy to hear your responses again. I am very eager. I move.
I second.
Is there any comment?
So I have a question. This passed before, right?
It's a new fiscal year. We have to pay. We have to authorize it again.
And you used it most of the time, so how was your experience with it? Did it help you?
We did not pay for it, so I did not use it.
Okay.
We haven't paid for it yet, right?
Okay. All right. Coach, you have a question?
No, it's good.
Okay. Instead, we use the money to give to NPGs for wonderful neighborhood nonprofits.
Yeah, I guess even if we approve up to 1,000, we can still try that and then see if we really get value from it or
Yeah. All right.
we're not compelling ourselves to pay for it.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have to. You want to table this? You want to ask for a trial first?
Yeah, I haven't even thought about needing to use it. I haven't like been negatively impacted by my role in it.
I will table it. We will discuss it again. Okay?
You want to deal with the other stuff first?
I'm proceeding. Look, that one's tabled. Moving on to G. Rick's Produce, Hollywood Food Coalition NPG. We created, so in order to pay Rick's Produce, we have to have a nonprofit do the NPG. So in fact, it will be the Hollywood Food Coalition, who has so bravely partnered with us. Is anyone there? There. If you are, raise your hand. So they have partnered with us to help facilitate getting Rick's Produce back online. I know we really, really want to do this very soon. So this is an NPG from the Hollywood Food Coalition. There's some stickers on it that I'm really trying to get rid of, but I can't. But I will get rid of them later. And this one is missing some signatures, but they will be put on. This is $3,500 to the Neighborhood Food Coalition. And they will procure our produce from Rick's Produce, and we will start doing that again. I know it's been a long time. I'm sorry to everybody, especially Vicky, who joined this NC to do that specifically, and we stopped doing it immediately. But it will be back. So I move. Is there a second?
I second.
Is there any public comment?
I have public comment, so we get a motion now, we can't table it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get on their agenda.
I have a lot of concerns about us doing this right now. People that don't know, we were doing this for Rick's Produce.
You should make it really big, get a lot of support behind it.
Being essentially evicted from the storefront property.
You too, Lord.
New spot. It sounds like we might be able to do this at the Fountain Theater or another parking lot in East Hollywood. We still haven't spoken with Rick and actually figured out exactly how much it's going to be. He initially told us there wasn't going to be any price increase, but that was a long time ago now. There's very well there could be a price increase. There's a ton of details we don't have worked out. I just don't feel comfortable voting yes on this until we've got a plan set in motion here. I don't know that we had all the details worked out, and so I don't really feel comfortable voting yes on this right now.
We still have to pass the event. We still have to pass the event, and then we still have to get a number of funding partners. shoulders. This is just authorizing the NPG to audit the food company.
Right, and that's what I'm concerned about, is I'm concerned about us spending $3,500 right now. We have an election next year on top of it.
So this money, I'm just authorizing,
What do you mean?
just authorizing sending the check. You don't actually have to do it. It's when it comes to fruition.
So who has the authority to actually send that out? Chris?
Well, yeah, so once we authorize it, we can decide, I can decide with James if we want to send it out or not. And also,
You're gonna have to do what the board votes.
Yeah.
But it could be a long time. We have all year to wrap this up. I want to authorize this money for Rich Produce because I believe that is a low price to serve our constituents. I am going to take this.
yeah, and then just to clarify for the voter as well, I did speak to Rick today. I should have started with that. It's late, so forgive me.
Susie,
But
that's probably more of a
I
public
spoke
works
to him today
question.
and he said he's fine.
I need to talk to you about those
Even though
meetings.
he's not in the same location anymore, he says it's fine. It's still the same price. And he's fine with the fountain fee here as well.
Well, that remains to be determined. There's a whole lot that's going to go into the actual event compensation.
Okay.
But I don't share Rich's concerns. I'd like.
If there is an element, there needs to be.
See none?
I see Olga. I see Olga.
They're just taking care of their business as far as paying the
Hi there,
vendors.
Olga from Children's Hospital. Okay, so this is news to me. I need to get some clarification because we are moving there's a lot of moving going on in order to provide a secure,
That's okay.
space to provide this produce to the community. Can I get some clarification?
What would you like to be clarified?
Because so puts us on hold whether we move forward. If you guys are uncertain that you want to do this,
Uncertain how so?
so I need to get information that you guys want to do this in partner.
That's funny, detective.
I'm afraid I'm unclear as to what you're asking. You saw the member of the council wants to proceed with this. Rick lost his location. We lost our ability to fund this project, so we are solving our funding issue. That is what we're doing now. And then forthcoming is finding a location.
Exactly, so I'm fine finding the location, so I just need to know whether if it's gonna be, we're moving forward with this or not. I just want that clarification. Because citizens and I will, save some energy and then reroute it elsewhere.
I'm sorry?
Olga, I think by approving this vote, we will have confirmed that we want to move forward with it, and your energy will be
Exactly. So I'm just, there's concerns about not approving it, and I just was wondering where we kind of stand and we're going to move forward.
For us, it's just Solomon, myself, and Bike Guy.
So it's okay, then I'll just wait until you guys finish with your voting.
If this measure gets voted down, then we would not be moving forward. But if the measure approves, then we would be moving forward.
Correct.
Is there any other public comment? Filter?
And so this is just all stuff we need to work out. I think we can still approve this and move forward if you all want to do this, but I'm also worried about us having enough volunteers there.
The Celebrity Center's a different council, which I do want to go to.
As of right now, I work weekends for my job.
Yes, it's in the basement.
So this only works if our board members are able to regularly attend these events. And if not, then, we're basically $3,500 in, but we're not there to actually do the food distribution part we're doing before too.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. That's what I want him to do, get involved in meetings. Find his voice.
Have a conversation about, do we have enough board members maybe going to this event going forward? Do we have the manpower? And I would like to know that beforehand, but if we want to move forward on this, that sounds like it.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Is there any other public comment?
Olga, do you have
I'm gonna talk to them after.
Or is that it? If your hand is still up.
Oh, sorry, I'll put it down. Thanks.
Yeah, he's learning how it works. That's good.
I'm down the drive. I'm usually available. Not available.
I mean, how many 16-year-olds was in through a neighborhood council meeting? You gotta give him credit.
People that are willing and able and
I
looking forward
agree.
to doing pretty stuff.
He was late for the public comment, but he did really good last time. But he's learning. He's gonna get the lingo. He's gonna get the vibe, the feeling.
So, yeah, so basically how this works is that it's once a month.
If he's doing that at 16, imagine in 5 years.
On Sunday, and it starts from like 8 to 12.
We've already been swatted here.
So all you'll be doing is putting vegetables and fruits into a box or a bag, whatever it would be. So it's
no
not
worries.
that difficult. And also you'll get a kick out of giving produce to people that need it.
I forgot, you're right. 17. I'd like him to get on the youth seat.
Okay, I think if there are no more public comments, we can take it to a vote.
Alright, Christopher.
Yes.
James. Yes.
That's why we're trying to redirect.
Doug.
We can redirect.
No. Mike.
Yes.
Jack, yes. Rosie.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Yeah. Next one, we got a buy swag, mostly for Simple Dia, but also other things. Last Simple Dia, we gave away all of our reflective vests,
They got their swag.
bags,
Nice.
pants, a bunch of weird stuff. We gave away most of our stuff. We have plenty of pens left over. We have plenty of small water bottles. Well, not plenty, but some small water bottles left over.
You know what? He's young. That's right. He's figuring it out. He's here at a neighborhood council meeting. I didn't do that at 17.
That's it. I thought our machine would be cool.
James, the pens aren't that expensive? Is that what? The pens, it says these are so expensive.
No, the tote bags are very expensive now.
Oh,
Last time
okay.
we paid $8.90 for them, now they're $15.
Okay.
So we really reduced our quantity, but they're very cool.
Yeah.
And they have an ulterior motive for members. So that's $2,000 right there, swag.
Okay, Rosie,
Where we at? I just ate the toppings off the pizza.
Yes, you can. But,
See, I know a lot of people doing Anchorman. So at 17, he's here.
yeah.
It's okay, we're redirecting him.
Around here, you know, people come far by for
Sorry.
That's a lot of.
Am I back? Okay, it froze because I'm getting cold.
More sacrifice.
I agree, we have to do our petitions with our bags.
Right, detective?
Yeah.
At 17, I was in marching band and stuff. I wasn't thinking of city council meetings.
Yeah, I remember when we did, what was it called, time of year, Natalie ran some of those stuff, behind mail lists or taking a quiz or something, which I thought was very smart. So we'll have to do that, that's good. Is your hand still up for me for me? I agree with all that. Flag is expensive and we should be careful. Anyways,
Yeah, I was. Total paranoid.
kids are up. If you want to take it off, then I'll just buy it. I really don't care. Alright. I have nothing.
Oh, no, I think we should do the bubble change, sorry.
We're gonna have a bump machine, better than this, probably what council pays
Yeah.
for, right?
You did good.
Material.
Because I don't want to interrupt the meeting.
Okay. I move.
I second.
They would kick me out.
Alright.
Wow.
Christopher.
Yes.
James.
Yeah.
Coulter.
Yes.
Doug.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes.
I haven't played my trumpet in a long time.
Rosie.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Also prepare for the, just point of order for clarification.
I played the
With
trumpet.
Equivia, I will be sending a list for people to sign up because we'll have 2 shifts, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. since it's 9 to 4. I'll be in the morning, anyone want to be in the afternoon, please be my guest. Okay, go ahead, sorry James.
No, you're good. You have to buy new badges, you have new members. Last time we bought like 1 billion badges. They're, where are they? They're like, really? Well, they're $15.95 a shot. I'm not sure how many we need, but we need some number, so it would be some amount of dollars.
Yeah.
I've approved up to 200.
Nice little tomboys, I guess.
I
second.
My dad played the drum inside.
Those are left badges. For many years, we did not have the badges. Jeff was extremely surprised.
My
when
sister
the
played the
badges
sax.
materialized. And by God, we can do it, folks. Vote please.
Christopher?
Yes.
James?
Yes.
Coulter?
Yes.
Doug?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Jack, yes. Vicky, ineligible. Rosie?
Yes.
Motion passes.
If you still have not picked up your badge, that is very insane. That means you have to go to a meeting a long time. The next one is the last one of our NPG calendars. This might be more for bylaws, so I don't think we have to vote on this because it's a bylaws issue, but I guess we can bring it up. This one is, we used to take our NPGs for the spring session in June, which was wrong because the credit cards turn off at the end of May. So it has moved to May. So just so you know. And while we're here, since this is the top of the fiscal year, our next batch of NPGs to approve. What do we do?
I'm gonna play the flute next.
We're not doing it in December? What do we do? Can we do it in January? Okay, here's the May. November, December. Thursday. Let's see. I meant Jillian's list. I remember what it was called too. Okay. No, I think it's December. No, I will email you updates. That's the only thing. And with that, no, thank you.
Yeah, James, question on that.
Yeah.
So, you sure your bylaws needs to work on it? We just have to change some dates, right?
No, you just have to change the May dates.
Yeah, the May date, okay.
I think the motion for that, right?
No, it's not an item. So, we'll need it to be an item.
It's just discussion. Just want to let you know, and our next one.
Can't take Lucy serious. It's a good show.
December.
Oh, cool, Randy, that's cool. I love the drums.
Okay, thank you, James, for that. I'll share my screen. Okay, we go on to committee reports. So we go to arts and culture. Do you have someone from arts and culture to give a report? Because I know Ginny's not here. Rosie, do you have?
Yeah.
You don't feel comfortable? You
Well, I'm just gonna say, when Wilson talks about Porch Fest and the mural thing, we're still figuring out the mural tomorrow.
Oh, Susan, that's the same, Susan.
Okay. All right. Budget and finance, we just went through it right now, so we don't need to worry about that. Business, which I'll have to remind me, I need to change it to the safety. So for business, you have to put that now in, so I forgot. So we will do that, I'll do that after. And we haven't had a meeting, but we're gonna have one, right, Colton?
Yeah, I just wanted to give you all the date for that. So at the executive board meeting, we came up with new dates for committee meetings.
Yes.
As of right now, the Business Building and Safety Committee, the next one's for the first Tuesday of the month, so, anyway, whatever the date is for August, that's where the next meeting is.
Okay. Bylaws, ethics, and standing rules. Right now, we're still waiting on the bylaws, but there's still the old ones there, and the same rules are all going to be there the same. So, after I get the bylaws, I'll put a new PDF version of the standing rules for those of you that like the PDF. So I'll put that there. Also, take this chance for bylaws to speak about committees. During the executive committee, we talked about committee meeting dates and the meeting dates that they want to take place. We came to an agreement with some of the committee members. If you weren't in that committee, if you weren't in that executive meeting, I will be sending an email to you to let me know what dates, if you're a chair, for example, homelessness or another meeting here, maybe Franklin Matthews, but we talked about that. So if there's a meeting I missed, I will send an email for you to pick a date, because I want to see if we get them organized. I think I'll work with Culture offline to see for that calendar, so we can get that set up. So there you go. The executive committee, basically what you see the agenda is the executive committee. This is what we worked on. This is what you see. So we talked about committees, reorganizations, and stuff like that. Homelessness and displacement, right?
I'm going to popcorn over to culture. I didn't call this meeting this month. Culture, can you tell people in on?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Mike. We had a really amazing homelessness meeting this month. So we had Paul Webster, who was the guy at what's called the Los Angeles Los Angeles Foundation for Human Rights, something like that. And they're the ones that had sued the city, that is leading to the city building all the beds it is right now. So you all be up with the Judge Carter lawsuits. And after Paul and his organization sued the city, there was a settlement. In that settlement, the city agreed to a number of things, one of which was to build a certain amount of beds for folks. And we had him come and talk about that. Our district, CD13, is about as behind as anyone, say Kevin De Leon, because of downtown. We have hit 1,020 beds this year. Right now, I think we're like 280 beds behind where we're supposed to be at right now. So like I said, we're supposed to be at like 6,000 right now. We're like 280 beds behind that, and that was the furthest behind in any district was, with the exception of downtown. I think there might be one more. There was more. So we're really far behind. And so the good news is that I think that this is a really solid starting point for if you're going to combine and work with other homelessness committees throughout CD13. I think this is a really strong area for us to work on and try to figure out places where we can get more beds or turn empty lots into shelters.
He went to the Public Works meeting on Friday too.
And that's going to be one of the things that we're focusing on going forward, and I think we're in a really good place.
Okay. Thank you, Culture. And as a reminder, please try to attend your committees. So like that, you know, this is information. If we're going to have members of their committees, so like that, we have forum in case we have voting items. So please don't try to miss your committees. With that, we go to immigration.
Yeah, right. But don't we usually I figured we sync up ahead of time together, all meeting, just, I don't know. Felt like it kind of just happened this month.
Okay.
We can talk about it offline.
Yeah, you guys can talk about that. You guys can talk about that offline for what happened there. But yeah, usually that should be the standard. So, but again, you could talk about that offline. Okay, so we go through. Yeah. So immigrants' rights. Yeah, I think we work on that one too, Mike. So I'll email you or text you on the immigrants' rights to include that. See how that goes. Outreach.
Outreach did not meet this month. So I've been meeting with the outreach directors for other neighborhood councils in preparation for the president's meeting that we have coming up. We're going to be meeting with, Chris and I are going to be meeting with a few C13 presidents tomorrow is the plan. Then it sounds like we're probably going to have a larger meeting at the end of August. And so in preparation for that, we're meeting with other outreach chairs because I'm going to essentially pitch a combined social media strategy between the C13 and Cs. So if I'm going to pitch that strategy, I want to be talking to people that are actually going to be implementing that strategy, which is going to be the outreach chairs. And so if I don't talk to the outreach chairs, if they don't feel comfortable with the plan I'm going to propose, then that would have been a bad thing to bring a presence to me. But now that I have spoken to most of them, the major C13 and Cs, I think we're in a really good spot to scale. And that's stuff that I'm really excited to talk to Mike about at the homelessness committee meetings and use his meeting expertise on this to refine that plan going forward. I'm really excited for where this neighborhood council
Okay, we go to planning and land use.
The next planning and land use meeting is likely going to be, let me get the calendar out for this, it will be the second Monday of the month when we decide where to start having these. So that will be Monday the 12th.
Okay.
That's a bad date.
All right, go to public health, safety, sustainability. Jack.
As a thing, we're gonna deny July, we meet in August, we're gonna talk about the Vermont Transit Corridor, as well as the wonderfully written long form letter of support about the Boulevard Mobility and Safety Project, among other things that might get thrown in at that point. Certainly the Transit Corridor letter of support as well.
Oh, they're going to hear me. I'm filing a complaint tonight.
Okay, thank you. Did you say when it's gonna be the next meeting?
Yeah, it'll be August first Thursday.
Okay.
First.
Okay. Youth and education? You still, we need to connect on that. Let's see how we work on that. So, all right, with that, we go to announcements.
One quick question.
Go ahead.
Jack, is that going to be at 6 p.m. those meetings going forward, or is that going to be at 7 p.m.
We're going to get 7 p.m.
Do they take questions on that?
Which committee?
Public land, I'm planning land use.
Okay.
And also and just also about the agenda in general, because I'm having a hard time finding the agendas. They're not posted on the website. I'm sorry, I forgot. Huh? Yeah, no, I get to your website, but I can't find, I see when the meetings are, but not the actual agendas. Is it, it hasn't been, I mean, like.
So you're saying that you're going on the website, you're going to the calendar, and then you're clicking on it, and you're not seeing the agendas?
Correct.
Well, that's good to know, because that is supposed to be posted on there.
Right.
So if you're not seeing it,
Yeah.
check with the woman that helps with the website, and I'll see what the issue is. Actually, bring it to attention.
Thank you. Yeah, because I couldn't I did eventually, I think I found it on, I forget where I found it eventually, but it was not like the easy just go into your website. But I'm also with planning land use. Would that also would that be on Zoom, and will there be an agenda that goes out through this, because it's supposed to go out through the system? I didn't get anything either from you guys, because I signed up to receive the notifications for your agendas, and I didn't receive anything.
Yeah, so they go out once we actually send the agenda into the Department of Labor and Power. And so normally the way it works is that we send it out probably about 3 business days before the meeting, because we're still trying to figure out what's going to actually be on the agenda. Sometimes we'll submit items later. And so we also put out a call for agenda items within our own neighborhood council board members to see if they would add anything to it. And sometimes we'll do some late submissions. So it won't come through the system until we submit it, and that's normally 3 days.
Yeah, well, legally it has to be 72 hours in advance of a meeting, unless it's a special meeting. But yeah, because I just want to make sure that it's getting out, because I'm interested in following the land use, because you guys would be able to helpfully work on the permitting questions that we have in the planters. That's a land use question, right?
So Jack, I think we talked about that when we decided that this particular issue was going to go through PHSS, is that correct?
The street, the permit closure was, I don't remember talking about boxes.
Yeah, the planters, whether you're being notified by the city. There's a lot of different issues regarding it.
Yeah, we're kind of on the border between the two jurisdictions.
What's the other one? It's planning land use, and what's the other committee?
So public health and safety, we will look at the letter that went out today that we approved about getting DBS to look at recycling centers and kind of get the task about that. We'll talk about how we can get some answers on the permits of the street closures.
Thank you. And also all the planters around in the safety zone, and the, yeah, I wish you guys could go around there.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's sidewalks, so it's streets. I don't know. And is there any way to get on the agenda so we could just have a 5 minutes to present rather than just doing a 2-minute public Because I like to show pictures of what is actually going on. It's a nuisance to the community.
No, I get it, I walked by it, and it's been going on for a long time, so I totally understand the concern. Chris, what do you think, what committee with the planters and all that, I mean, it's not like you're supposed to put all that under one agenda, whatever committee you're under, so. I think PHS is probably.
If you guys can come to an accord between the two committees, you can just have HSS deal with it, and you guys can attend and ask questions with it. So, yeah. If not, we could always ask Doug, because he knows the stuff better than anyone. So we could ask Doug if you want.
Yeah, because I don't think building safety is.
It may be for the sidewalk issue, because you have the streets, you have sidewalks, there's so many.
That's the Bureau of Street Services. And I think
Sidewalks too?
basically have that under PHSS, right?
Yes.
So, no, it's confusing, this is a challenge for us, but always.
So, what do you think of this? Would it be
So,
HSS?
do I email, like, how do I, because I would like to get on the,
I can check with the various departments about who enforces the parkway, because that's what we're discussing, rather than the actual street. So, street services would be if there were obstructions in the street, but this is not a parkway. So that may be a different department, so I can look into it, I think it might be in LAPD, but I'm not sure on that right now.
yeah, I'd like to know, and how do I find out if we can, like, request to get on the agenda so we could actually make a presentation?
Yeah, so if you were to agenda, I'd like to add, Jack, is it?
Jack?
Jack Singleton?
Yeah. We'll be sure to put this on the agenda.
Thank you. And when's your meeting, and when is that meeting?
August 1st.
August 1st. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hopefully that takes care of it. And thank you, Doug, for answering that question too and helping us out with that. Okay.
That's the most help we've
We
got.
go to announcements. We go to CIS potential. That's going to be up if you want to join in turning in CISs. That's going to be great. I plan to bring a few CISs up for the next time. Hopefully, I don't have time. Unfortunately, we are volunteers, so life comes to me and kicks me in the ass. But after that, we go to update our Pro Spark event. We just had a Pro Spark update, so that should be satisfactory. Next board meeting is on August 19th. So August 19th is our next board meeting, and our executive meeting date will be on the 14th, August 14th. So again, August 19th at 7 p.m. Depending on your calendar, is our next board meeting, especially for board members. Also, by then, please get your code of conduct or whatever you're missing training done, especially those that are eligible to do funding. If you do the funding and ethics training, you should be able to go. I mean, on the budget items, okay? So there's that. And before we want to bring that up eventually, for right now, it's not precedent. We're okay with the way we are doing for as a government board. For committees, all you have to do is put in SB 401 language, and that should suffice. Doug, you have your hand up?
Yeah, I'm a little confused about the relationship we have with Glenn regarding the confusion over the code of conduct requirements, and also the other training that the website lists a number of our members having not done, which is the anti-bias training. I completed that quite a while ago, and I'm sure all the other board members did as well, and yet we're not listed as having done that.
A lot of people who were listed on the thing are no longer on the board, but they just haven't updated their thing, but they can pay to about compliance. The other one is there's a new anti-bias training that's new, that we all have to take is 1 hour. And then the other one is the code of conduct is 1 click of the pass.
But I still think it's a much training. It is a very lucky training, but newer than when.
It's pretty new, because I take all of them too, and this is different, this is a new one.
Yeah, it is very different from the last one. But that's one I did read more. I think this one had much more videos. So. Yeah, well, very different.
I just think there's been a lapse, and I mean, not to prolong the meeting, but Gunn is supposed to be subservient to the neighborhood council. They're supposed to work for us, and there obviously is a perception on their part that we'll work for them.
Oh, thank you, Doug. Yes, he's so correct.
Yes. Maybe communicate that with us. and the other neighborhood councils, and not just give ourselves a neighbor, that we can't have meetings and our boards will be dissolved, we don't do this or that. So they have to work with us, and I hope that message can be communicated to them. I'm happy to do the training over again.
Thank you,
But when they throw it out at the last second, I don't think it's very appropriate.
I think this comes from the city. I think it's for all city employees. And it is served to us through the public. It comes through the cornerstone.
Right, but we're not city employees. We're all public officials.
Yeah,
We're elected officials. I'd be curious if the city council members have to do this or not. Doug, what it comes down to is I completely agree with you on all that. Just the way they treated the neighborhood councils, they want to keep our communities fragmented. That's what they said. They decided that the average community people trying to have a city where government is not important to them. And so, the audacity that they have to cut our budgets the way they did, and not give us any support, and not even be intelligent enough way to go about things, and tell us that we have to take a 1 hour anti-bias training because that's the important thing, is really frustrating. So even if I think the anti-bias training is good, blah, 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 I'm really frustrated with them and this whole process. And so I agree with you, we should not be subservient to them. We should not just do what they say at this point. We have to do what's best for our communities. That's our number one job in this work.
I agree with you and Bolger.
Yes.
So this is horrible, this is bad, why don't we have to do this? We're volunteers, but, well, and here we are. So, yeah, we need to talk offline and we need to see how we start something. So, all right, Doug, any last comments?
No, that's it. I'll put on that meeting.
All right, you too, Doug. Thank you very much. Again, I appreciate it. And yeah, you're preaching to the choir, Doug. We really are. I call this meeting ending at 9 p.m. 8:52 p.m. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Take care. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody on Zoom. Bye. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.
Okay, guys. That was a good meeting. I felt we got, I think, except for the swatting, but anyway, hopefully we get to a committee meetings and start bringing these to the committee meetings. And then I was happy to hear that they've been around there to check it out, and the LAFD is going right now to check it out. Thank you, guys. You did great. I'll talk more when I'll leave. If you take it, you can all sign under duress. That's allowed. You can sign under duress if you take it. If somebody wants to do it under duress, you can do that. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna have to get, they're gonna put it on the agenda for the committee. Thank you. So, thank you, guys. Let me get out of here. Okay, so that was a good meeting. I was actually extremely happy with that. That the committee, they're going to figure out which committees do with what. You know, there's the street issue, there's the sidewalk issue. So the fact that they're going to look into it and figure out which one, they're not just dismissing us, they are hearing us. A couple of them have been, the president and the vice president have been there, they said, and they understand what we're talking about. So thank you.
I just want to say thanks for coming.
Oh, and so they're taking it so that, thank you, okay, to the Bike Guys radios getting in the way. All right, let's go. Okay, and so they're going to put it in the agenda for the committees, because that's where things start a lot of time. Like I said, it's not like everything is going to get, it may not be in one day, but the fact that he said he's definitely going to put it on the committee agenda is amazing to me. That's what I wanted to do. Come here and build relationships and, you know, little by little. And so the fact that they are going to put it on the agenda, that's gold. And then we're getting Carlos. He said, I'm going to email him, try to get that meeting. I'm sure Mona's probably in bed. She's an East Coaster. But yeah, it's the persistence coming, and thank you guys, just keep at it. And then also, I haven't been telling you guys, I was going to post something that Mona and I are going to, well, we've been going to the police commissioner meetings, we do it on Zoom, which is tomorrow morning. We don't always get a chance to speak because they have so many people that go to that meeting, and they only allow 45 minutes, but more often than not, we get picked. And that's how we were able, Mona was able to get the IG meeting through that. And then we're also going to Public Works, because, Public Works
I think we're stuck.
Oh, yeah, we're stuck?
That has to be done by a code. I mean, a card or whatever. He put his wrist there before.
Oh, yeah, we're stuck in the
We
elevator.
have a problem here, West LA.
Wait, no, but he had a card. That's not like you gotta.
No, he put his wrist.
I know, but it's because he had a card. He had a
Yeah,
bracelet
yeah.
with a card in it.
Okay, we do have a problem.
We're stuck in the elevator. Is the door opening?
I hear motion. Okay, let me go get somebody that's.
Yeah, see how we get up.
Stand by. Hey, anybody up here yet? Oh, we're on the first floor already. Oh, never mind, we're here.
Oh, we're here? I didn't even. Oh, wow, that's so weird. Okay, so did you feel it move?
No.
Okay, that is so. This time, maybe it is haunted. I swear, I did not feel any movement whatsoever. That is so creepy. Oh, that's weird. And then, but the door wouldn't open. Okay, that's weird. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting freaked out. Like the hair on my arms are like standing on end. That is like there was no movement. Okay, that's bizarre. So anyway, my final analysis. So yeah, it's just like that little by little building that rapport, because they are hearing. I know it looks like because he's on the computer that he's distracted, but don't forget they had to take notes. They have to run the Zoom. They're interacting with the different entities, so they're doing something. But he always does, you can tell by his responses that he is hearing and listening. And then I like the vice president. Like he did hear me. I went to one of the outreach meetings, but this thing is really not an outreach item, so I just did it because that's the meeting that was available. But he's taking it seriously too, to get what committee to hook up with. And Doug, they're trying to figure it out because the city is very chopped up. It's very weird. We know Bureau of Street Services is for the street, but is at the sidewalks. It's a lot about this process, things that, it's actually a good learning curve for all of us, for them too. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad, if it's planning land use, I don't know, the date they pick is bad because I have other obligations on that day, but we'll figure it out. The guy in the green shirt, yeah, no, he's not. yeah, definitely not hard on the eyes. And it's getting nippy out here. Go to the subway. So is the police commission. It's kind of hard to get in on those. I would like to go in person, but it's too early. So I do Zoom. I've been picked a couple of times, and we're keeping it. Oh, we're keeping it on there with the swatting, with the permits, with the police enforcing bad permits. So, oh, cool. Hold on. I want to see this. Hold on. Wait, this is a dance studio. Hold on. Oh, cool. Oh, dang. Look, guys. A little. I'll explain it. I gotta say that's cool. West Coast, man. Oh, yeah. Break dancing. There was always the West Coast versus East Coast back in my day. I was East Coast. I don't know how they do that. Awesome. You guys are awesome. All right, come on, guys. I'm streaming you live. I hope you don't mind. Wow. I always appreciate that style. I wish I could do it. Come on, bike guy, get in here. And you got the helmet on. Yeah, it's old school. That's so cool. You guys are awesome. I love that. I used to love breakdancing. I think it's just so cool. I was 80s kid, you know, when it first came out. Oh, they asked if they teach me how to do it. Can you teach me how to do that? He's ignoring me. He's in his zone. I better leave him alone. Oh, wow. Oh, have a good night, guys. Okay, cool. That was cool. All right, little break from the, hey, Fat Grammy. It's like, we're going to get, Carlos, we're going to get that meeting, man. We're going to be pushing all these things. But everyone follow Fat Grammy, man. She's a very smart lady. I just said I want to come up with the law. Come on, help me come up with the law, and boom, she came up with the law. And it's awesome, and it couldn't be more perfect. So follow her. She's just an amazing person. Okay, so let me go back to the, let me see, there's, okay, the police commissioner meeting. So don't forget, Mona, tomorrow morning, police commission meeting. And then on Fridays, we've been doing the public works meetings because, you know, public works, they're above the streets LA, they're above, you know, all that. And so we did, and that guy was trying to ask me, what did they do? What did they say? But they can't say anything because right now it's just public comment. So I want I want to get a meeting going with them so we can be on the agenda or something, because right now we only get our 2 minutes public. But they did listen to us, and what was funny, I complained about the permit situation, but I also said, you know, and they're not doing their CPRAs. I said I have a bunch of CPRAs that, for months, and they're not responding. And on the Public Works Commission meetings, the city attorneys are there. One of the city attorneys is there. And wouldn't you know, by end of business day, I had all my CPRAs in my email box. So it does pay to go. And then here with, they're going to figure out, like I said, which committee. But you know what? They're listening to us. And we will, you know, when it comes to the red line, we're going to, little by little, we are going to hash it all out. But what we need first is for them to even be willing to listen to us. So that's why I keep it civil, I keep it, you know, professional, respectful, and all that stuff, because I want them to not, you know what I mean, like not sit there and just want us gone, or not, you know, to avoid us. I think especially the Colton, I think he sees it. I think he sees the issues. I think several of them are seeing the issues, and right now, all right, they may not see the whole entire Scientology issue, but if we can break it down to a street being closed constantly, and that's their community, you know, little by little, we're working on it. And then, but that's the place with the yellow shirt guy, and he's very Scientology related. He did not show up tonight. I have a feeling he was scared. They said in the beginning that he's wants to go to the ER because he thinks he has COVID, and I wish him well. I hope he doesn't. You know, that's what they said. I'm not, you know, giving any info other than what they said in the public meeting. And so, oh, this is cool. Hold on. Wait, this is cool. I like that. And so, I don't know. I mean, I wish him well, but he's a concern because he is on other boards. He's on the bid, and he's on the Walk of Fame. He's on several boards. He owns that hotel. He's a very big shot. And on one of his boards, there's a Scientologist on one of his boards. So whoever's doing a deep dive on him, we just need to keep that information going. I was going to ask him tonight if he has a conflict of interest, but I'll do that as he's, you know, we'll see how it goes. Because if he's on any of these boards, if I'm talking about Scientology, he will have to recuse himself. So he will not be allowed to vote. I don't think, I will work on getting him a recusal, because he was like asked to go to the big fundraiser thing a few years ago. So no, he's gonna have to recuse himself. Sorry guys, I'm like lax on chat. Yeah, no, I said that a cop told me personally that they own. Remember, I don't know if I forget his name, Nunez. He said that the one officer is telling them that they do own it, but they do not. If they did, they would not need a street closure permit. So, but that's what the cops are saying. So I'm making a complaint about that too. And so, okay, wait, okay, guys, I'm about to go down into the subway, so I'm probably going to lose you. If I do, thank you a billion times over for being there with me. It's just, I love sharing the time and experience with you. I enjoy, I was really happy. I wanted Solomon to see him be like, stop chasing cops and start chasing city meetings. But little by little, and he'll get his voice. I'm sorry he didn't get to speak. Like, I was wishing he would be there for.
Why didn't he?
I guess he ran late, so I don't know. Next time I'll try to make sure he doesn't get late.
He ran later than me was.
But he ran late. Oh, thank you, Deanna. Yeah, he did leave a little early. He's probably bored out of his mind. I mean, I'm amazed that he stayed that long. Like, the only reason I stayed that long is because I wanted to get. I was hoping to get a word in edgewise. I always try to do. Go ahead. Oh. I like to do. I call it getting in through the back door. You get on different.
Come on.
Wait, that's it. Just do door open.
Where's that at?
On the bottom, below that one.
I have a bell?
Up one. Yeah. There you go. There you go. So sometimes you can have another question or agenda member and.
Some asshole pissed in the floor of the elevator.
Well, let's watch the language, and so then you can kind of bring up issues through. I call it through the back door. So I always look for opportunities that I can do that. Okay, guys.
You still have radio reception?
No, I think it's great for 17. No, I'm proud of him for that, and I want there's always redirection. You know what I mean? I know right now. I like the idea of like redirecting him and letting him find the power of his voice. We all have there's a power in our voices, and we all have that. But I can't, like I said, I can't stream when it's the. I have mine. When it's the two different, the police and the public, because I can't do that because it's on Zoom, so I can't do that and stream. But I'll try to put up. I should put things maybe on my community page as to what is going on with that, because those are important. And so, all right, have a great night, guys. Oh, hold on, hold on, it's helping me get in. Yeah, no, I don't want him to broadcast where he's running. And I was hoping I'd get the chance to talk to him afterwards, but he left. But it's okay, little by little. But thanks, guys. Have a wonderful night. See you next time, and thank you. Yep, we gotta go. Gonna say goodnight, bike guy.
AMA.
AMA. Well, he got to see his fire chiefs, and whoever's out there. If anyone was that, you know who he was. I couldn't get his. He didn't have a card yet, so I didn't catch his name or anything. But
his first day of Battalion 5.
He's Battalion 5. Okay, so I'll get that info from him. Oh, come on, guys.
That's out of 27s, just for information.
Bye, Aaron. Thank you, everyone. I'm probably going to lose you now.
Why don't you see how long it lasts?
No.
Yeah, why don't you?
Have a good night, guys. No, because it's going off now.
How do you know?
Bye.